today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida,
the punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here comes on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They run behind center with Connor. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 63 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Devon Hamilton able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because Right now, he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Justin Madubuike in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Oh, nice move. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now an option play on 2nd down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 17, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Najee Harris with a touchdown run. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence. Caught by Jones. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Lawrence will throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on second down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens. First down. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a dump off here complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Jackson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Working with a 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He opted to go with the scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the third, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they stop him up short of the first. Get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jet sweep. Here's Bateman.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down. Back to throw. Jackson.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they're going option left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jackson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Edwards.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. His fifth rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all three timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all three timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Ravens,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.